And staying on with the Ukraine-Russia war. Since the war broke out between Russia and Ukraine, scores of nations have put sanctions on Russia in a bid to weaken its economy and also put an end to its invasion of Ukraine. In the latest attempt to hamper Moscow's bid to invade Kiev, a plan made by the US to end all G7 exports to Russia has met with a roadblock as a part of the negotiations ahead of a summit of the world's most advanced economies. According to a report filed by the Financial Times, the European Union and Japan have pushed back against the US proposal. EU and the Japanese diplomats say that Washington's proposal is simply not doable. According to the documents seen by the news outlet, a G7 leaders' statement is being drafted for the next month's meet in Hiroshima. The statement includes a pledge to replace the current sector-by-sector sanctions regime against Russia with a complete export ban and only a few exemptions. The full export ban would include exemptions for agricultural, medical and other products. The G7 leaders will meet in Hiroshima on May 19th for a three-day summit. The focus of the meeting will be on the effects of Russia's war against Ukraine and the economic security, green investments, and also the Indo-Pacific region. Meanwhile, the proposal made by the US comes amidst Washington's rising frustration with the existing system riddled with loopholes, which allows Russia to continue to import Western technology. But representatives from Japan and the EU countries suggested in a meeting last week that such a move would not be feasible, in addition to the fact that the officials say replacing the regime with a full export ban plus exemptions can risk reopening the debates where some of the member states secured exemptions for their industries by threatening to veto the restrictions, and also the potential weakening of the already existing measures where they agreed on 10 packages of sanctions on Russia. Meanwhile, in the wake of the response made by its allies, the White House's National Security Council has declined to comment on the conversations with the G7 partners, but said that the US would continue to look for ways to hold Russia more accountable. The disagreement over the measure underscores the lack of additional options available to G7 leaders as they seek to increase the economic punishment for Vladimir Putin's regime after 14 months of the ongoing war.
Calls for a temporary or unconditional ceasefire.